Okay, good morning guys. Just going to go over cube roots again, just because yesterday I saw after we did the Google form that we were really not getting it. So that's okay. This is a weird way to learn, so it's totally fine. First of all, I apologize because my example from yesterday is incorrect. I'm kind of surprised somebody didn't point that out to me. So we're going to kind of just start over. I'm going to reteach it, and then I'm going to answer some of the questions that I saw come up through the Google form yesterday. So good job. We had about half the class turn out yesterday, so I was really pleased with that. So I'm just going to take this down just because it's not correct. My cat's playing with that later maybe. So let's just kind of start over talking about cube roots. So again, cube roots, I'll leave volume out of it for just a little bit. So cube roots mean it's a number multiplied 3 times. So it's the same number multiplied 3 times. So whether it's 3 times 3 times 3, or 15 times 15 times 15, then this equals 3 cubed. This would be 15 cubed, because this little superscript 3 means we have multiplied this number 3 times. So 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so that's essentially what a cube root is. Okay. So then yesterday you had some cubes in your Google form. The first one most people got. It was the next one that everyone kind of got confused about. Again, you're thinking about area. A lot of you chose 9 cubed. I think it was what was the volume of this cube. So we made this a cube, which mine's not going to be nearly as good as you had yesterday. But when we talk about cubes, we've added another dimension, and that's why I mentioned area yesterday, because when we or volume, because when we figure volume is area times height. And so I was hoping maybe that would help you figure this out. So then we had this cube yesterday, and you had to figure out the value of the cube. Well, it was, if we look at this cube, well, it's how many units on this side? It's 3 on this side, and it's 3 on this side, right? We have 3 units here. Then the height of our other side is also 3. Okay, so now we have 3, and so then we think about volume, area times height. Well, when we find area of a square, that's 3 times 3, right? And that gives us 9. But then we have to multiply the height, and the height is 3, so that gives us 27. So we would say this, the volume or the side length of this was 3. I think that I wanted this the side length. I think I gave you the volume. If the volume was 27, what was the side length? Many of you chose 9. You only saw the area when you needed to see the whole cube. So cubes add on another dimension. So square roots are just 2 dimension, because we're only squaring 2 numbers. Cube roots are 3 dimension. So maybe that helps. The other question that we had yesterday was expanded form. Some of you got, well, actually, I think only about 1 or 2 of you understood what this meant. So I said, I think the question was something like, if the value was 27, or if the cube was 27, what is that in expanded form? Well, then you should have wrote 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. Okay, this would be the expanded form if we have a cube root of 3, or 27, sorry. Okay. The other way, so then you were asked, so the other way maybe to think about this is to factor it. So I don't know which grade that you guys got to start factoring. But we can think about, remember, factor trees. So let's think about the factors of 27. Well, the first ones that come to my mind are 3 and 9, right? Well, 3 is prime, so we're done with 3. But 9, we also know, is 3 times 3. So we have a perfect cube. We're looking for triples because we're talking about cubes. So now we have 3 times 3 times 3. So that is 27 equals 3 cubed. Okay, so if you're kind of stuck with this, factor it. It works for any of them. Okay, if remember, even numbers you can divide by 2, so you can always start with 2 and then work your way down. Maybe we'll do divisibility rules later. I'm not going to work on that today. The last thing I want to talk about today is, and maybe I'm adding this today, is what happens when we have a negative number and we want to cube it. Okay? So if I have a -2 and I want to cube that, then that becomes -2 times -2 times -2. Okay? So let's just work it in steps. Well, -2 times -2 is a +4. So times -2. So +4 times a -2 gives us a -8. So we have a -2 cubed. We get a -8 for an answer. So if this number here is negative, you should end up with a negative number when you cube. Only when you cube. Okay? Not when you square. If I have the square of -2, then that's -2 times -2, which gives me a +4. So you see the difference? So when I'm squaring it, it's 2 numbers. When I'm cubing it, it's 3. Okay? I hope that helps answer some of your questions that you had on your Google form yesterday. If not, please email me. We can do a private Google Meet, and we can kind of go through this again if you need to. Otherwise, rewatch the video. You can rewatch the one from, I wouldn't watch the one from yesterday because it was completely wrong. So I hope that helps. But remember, in cubes, it's another dimension. We're multiplying by another dimension. Area, like volume. This is volume. Is area times height. So if we look at this cube from a volume perspective, I did the area first, 3 times 3, which gave me 9. But then I have to multiply that 9 times the height, which is also 3, which would give me 27. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm not sure what I'm going to assign yet today. It won't be hard. But I'll get it figured out here pretty soon. Have a great day, guys.